How about best punch-out? Not quite the same, but
Is that still just like hitting X a bunch of times?
something like that. In football parlance, you punch out, you're getting a fumble. It was the Rams, it was the Texans. C.J. Stroud completes the pass to Dare Gumawale, but Nate Landman is there to punch out loose ball turnover.
I love that Cam Bynum has not changed. I mean, the team has changed,
Yes.
but Cam Bynum's celebrations remain a national treasure. We must protect him at all costs.
Yes.
More on that coming up. Tim's here now for the game of interest. Are we really making that a thing? The game of interest?
It seems like it.
I mean, it was an interesting game.
I think the name could maybe be a
We'll
work in
workshop
progress.
that.
All right, let's see what happened. Bills, Ravens, of course, they met in the division round of the playoffs last year. Buffalo got that win. They are tied for the shortest odds to win the AFC at ESPN Bet. Yes, better than the Chiefs. There's Josh, MVP. There's Lamar, MVP. And Tim, right from the jump, the Ravens just ran through and all over the Bills.
Yeah, maybe this guy is going to put his name in for MVP because Derrick Henry was running like he's about 10 years younger than he really is.
107th career rushing touchdown. That passes Jim Brown for 6 on the all-time list. And then speaking of running, Lamar, that's his 200th career touchdown. The Ravens were up 20-13 at the half. Early in the third quarter, Ravens at the Buffalo's 23. Jackson connects with Zay Flowers, and the flow will break you down into the end zone. They're up 2 scores, 27-13. A minute to go in the third. Lamar to DeAndre Hopkins for the touchdown, but afterwards, Tim, a fan-player interaction you simply don't want to see after that great catch.
The great catch, but the fan interaction with the players you don't want to see. And then player interaction with the fan, obviously not great, and I'm sure New York will weigh in on this.
So Lamar and D-Hop getting into it a little bit with the fan. Fourth quarter we go. It's 34-19. Josh got some space. His 66th career rushing touchdown. He passed Thurman Thomas for the most in Bills history. They failed the 2-point conversion. They're down 34-25. But Tim, this is what makes Lamar one of one, is it not?
I mean, it's wild. I mean, you got 2 first-round draft picks, former first-round draft picks, defensive ends, got him basically inside his 15-yard line, and then he takes off and does that.
So then you get a first down, fresh set of plays. Who do you give it to? You give it to Derrick Henry. Another long run for a touchdown. 18 carries, 169 yards, 2 TDs, but his impact would still be felt on this game. So next possession for the Bills, it's 4th and 2. They're at the Ravens 10. Josh is scrambling, throws towards the end zone, and this ball gets tipped and somehow into the hands of Keon Coleman. A career-high 8 catches for him, 112 yards, and that touchdown. Josh threw for 394, 251 of them in the fourth quarter. Ravens kind of get it back, and then what happened here, Tim?
But Derrick Henry just coughs it up. You know, was never really able to get the run going, contacted behind the line of scrimmage, and the ball just squirts out.
Huge play by the Bills defense to get the ball back deep in Ravens territory. So the very next play, Josh over the middle to Terrell Bernard. And then what happens, Jackson Halls, pardon me, and then Allen in for the touchdown. They're down 2, so they got to go for 2. Can't get it. So they are still down 2, 40-38, 2 minutes to go. Ravens with the ball. It's 3rd and 9. Lamar looking for Hopkins. Completion, but short, so they are forced to punt. 52 seconds remaining, Tim, and Allen was unfazed and unbothered by the moment.
Unfazed, and this is a massive throw to Josh Palmer. Sets the corner angle high, and that is just a rocket to Palmer.
So that was a big play, right? So what do you do next? Back to Coleman. He's inside the 10, so all they need is a field goal to win it, right? So what do? You take a couple knees, you bring on 41-year-old Matt Prater to win the game. 41-40. The first time in the history of the NFL a game has ever ended with a score of 41-40. What a comeback by Josh Allen and the Bills.
It took everybody there. Just proud of our team for staying in it. No one on the sideline blinked. Down 15 points, whatever we were, with 5-6 minutes left. Staying with it. Fans leaving, the stadium. You got to play this game for 60 minutes, and that's a really good outfit that we just played. And, God willing, we we take care of business how we're supposed to and how we think we will, it's probably a team we'll see again. So, they're a greatly coached team. Hats off to them for having a really good game plan. But we stuck in there, and I'm just proud of our guys.
Well, first of all, I got to take care of the ball. Told my teammates at the beginning, put the boss on me. I own it like a man. We emphasized taking care of the ball since we got back. It's a big emphasis, especially in our room at running back, taking care of the football, keeping it high and tight. Got like a days ago, and they made a play, but I put this boss on me. I take care of the ball, I feel like it could be a different situation. But as far as offense, we just got to execute, and we didn't do as well, at the end. So we just got to look at the film and correct it.
What do you have to say to Derek after the night that he had, and also that crucial fumble late?
I told him, let that go, man. Like, he done did enough for us. He scored, 80 yards, 50 yards one time, popped another one. Like, he was just going off, but things happen. Unfortunately, it just happened at the wrong time, but I'm not going to knock him for that. Like, I fumbled in the playoffs. Like, he knows, so it is what it is, man.
All right, Tim, how did this comeback even happen?
Going 3 and out. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you typically don't see out of teams that are good at running the football, have good special teams, and play good defense. Baltimore's just kind of found themselves in these situations seemingly year after year where they've got wins and they're not able to close it out. But it's not just the fumble. There's other parts of it, like when you get the football back, just get another first down, and the game most likely is over.
And not for nothing, the Bills still had to take care of business. So when it comes to that final drive where they actually put it away, what did you see from them?
Well, look, they always have hope with Josh Allen as their quarterback. That is clear, because even when the game felt like it was getting away from them, it really wasn't. And then this play here, you have two options. You have the left side of the field working the sideline, which he hits Palmer on the corner route. And then when he's getting pressure, they had a max protection called, able to hit Coleman on the slant. And then really at that point, it was, take some time off the clock before you kick the game winner. So I thought they handled the 2-minute drive perfectly. And I think that there's also a poise and a hope that the team plays with even when they're behind, because they do feel like there is not a lead that's insurmountable because of how quickly they can score with their quarterback.
And this was a perfect example of what they can do when they need to do what they did. All right, Tim Hasselbeck, appreciate the time as always. Much more from him coming up a little bit later. But let's go back to that incident we saw there in Buffalo.